You know, Joe, I think that's why I've had this association with the Fed for so long. Electricity consumption is a wonderful indicator of the economy and shows you some very interesting trends. I'll just give you two from this last year. I think we way underpredicted the consumption in the residential sector. We thought there would be this great return to work. Instead, I think what we're seeing is kind of a lifestyle change. That is, much more predominant hybrid work lifestyles, and therefore the consumption on the residential side was much bigger than what we thought. That was a big uplift. The other one that's interesting is industrial sales. We are seeing momentum statistics that would essentially be the first derivative of year-over-year sales. They show that this tremendous growth we're seeing is slowing a bit. But if you peel the onion one more layer, in our numbers, we had two enormous plant closures, one in the chemical sector, one in the newsprint sector. X those items, we still see really good, strong industrial growth. And in the commercial sector, it's all about data centers, man. They are locating in the Southeast, cheap prices, resilient, and a good place to live.
There's so many things I'd like to talk to you about. I mean, we got to talk cyber, I guess. You're leading that task force. When you talk energy in the grid, you can get really scared about the possibilities. What do you think is happening right now in Ukraine? It used to be in the old days, you would soften up a target with, I don't know how you do it, but now they do it with cyber. Do you think Russia is involved right now? The actions you're seeing over there, is that a prelude to something more? I mean, is there going to be an invasion based on what you see with the cyber attacks?
Well, let me not speak to the invasion because we have been working around the clock. In fact, you know, I chair the CISA advisory committee. The person that runs CISA is Jen Easterly. She is terrific. I look at the national cyber director inside the White House, Chris Inglis. These are terrific people. We've been working around the clock, over the weekend, through the week, to make sure that we're as prepared as we can be. You know, Joe, this is something that happens all the time, and I've been very passionate about it. Companies like mine get attacked millions of times a day. Now, certainly, when there are sanctions or geopolitics that give rise to higher tensions, we see spikes in even those numbers. And when you look at the big four, well, of course, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea are always out there. And I would argue the emergence of the new worry is, I like to use movies as metaphors for some of these things, but in James Bond, the emergence of Spectre. That is worldwide criminal enterprises that procure cyber weapons on the dark web and use them almost as statecraft representing Russia or somebody else in order to achieve their criminal objectives. Yeah. Look, this stuff is all the time. And yeah, I think from now on, as a matter of national security, the private sector now is the battlefield. It isn't a tank battle on the plains of Poland. It's our telecommunication networks. It's our electricity grid. It's our financial systems. We have to collaborate with government to protect America.